You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy, you stressed out, tired. God, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Starr, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820, or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamb Shippers, fast, reliable and trustworthy.
There. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and intact? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination intact. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamb Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodoma, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Prum Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
The best radio show. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car.
At work.
At home.
On your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and the Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is
UK.
Starr Radio
UK.
This is Starr Radio
UK.
Welcome. Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. We want to salute each and every one of you and welcome you to the Starr Radio UK Friday edition of the Morning Show. And I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
So from now until exactly 12 o'clock, where we'll be bringing the program to a close, I'm going to be a captain. I'm going to bring you everything from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar. As you see on this platform, if it's making the headline, be rest assured of one thing, I'll bring it to the fore. So on that note, once again, I say welcome to the program. Stay glued to yourself, don't touch the dial. This is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. All right then. Let me say good morning to my able producer, Mr. Francis Guy, out of the studio this morning. Perry, good morning to you. Mr. Lami Koiki, good morning to you. I'll talk with you. We are praying, keeping fingers and everything crossed for Mom as well. Ajani Ajala, good morning to Mr. Frank Davids, Mr. KB Bossman, Vicky Newton, HRH Linda Palian, and Money Man, Mr. Dan Tabiri, CEO of JL Accountancy Services. Massive good morning to you all there. A special good morning also goes all the way to no other one but the one and only Eben, all the way in Cape Town, South Africa. Let me say good morning to my sister Rosita Gail Hammond. Yes, my sister-in-law in Ghana. So Rosie, I'll check on the message in the next moment. So just bear with me once I take a break. But good morning to you. Good morning to Delta Hammond. Good morning to Mom, Mrs. Ryder Hammond. RAC, good morning to you. Hope you are doing very, very well. And let me take the opportunity to say good morning also to Antonio, all the way in South Africa, with Emin also in South Africa. Good morning. HR Rich Linda Palian. Good morning to you. Reverend Seth Chidi, good morning. Pastor Michael Esiama, good morning to you. And let me say special good morning also to no other one but the one and only Bishop Adeshina, Anthony Adedeji, Aziz Shamsuddin. Massive good morning to you all there. To see you all the way in Moscow, I salute you. Those of you watching us live on the Koiki Media platforms, Yoruba Nation platforms, yes, or United States of Biafra platforms, we salute each and every one of you. And we say welcome to the show, Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on to some of the stories making to the program for today. I'm going to bring you the quote for the day, the weather forecast to follow suit, then the travel update, and then we'll move on from there to have a look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as global trotting. Then after which, I'll be bringing you details of the stories. Yeah, and I will move on from there. And at a quarter to 12, the line is activated. At 12 o'clock, I will bring the program to a close. We're going to be having a money hour because our money man is out of town. But God willing, next week or thereabout is going to come in, because after the budget, or what we have to expect from the budget, is going to be telling us all of such. So wherever you are, once again, I say welcome to the program. Thank you very much for tuning in. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time now to 3 minutes past the top of the hour. We'll do our best to see whether I can bring you some lovely tune today. It's been a while, right? Good. Maybe this program. And let me say good morning to the one and only Zongo Man. Good morning to you there. The quote for the day says, the key to building a good relationship with anyone is finding out what they are interested in and starting there. Okay, so you know what I'm interested in, you start from there, and boy, boops, it will light up like no man's business. But wherever you are, that is a food for thought, right? Good. I hope that you are all get up listening in. But do me a massive favor, share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones, and invite them to like our pages as well. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's go to the weather front. Let's tell you what is happening on the weather front this morning. So on the weather front this morning, mostly going to be cloudy this afternoon. Heavy showers will move up from the south for a time, merging into longer spells of rain. A drier interlude late afternoon with brightness before a band of rain moves in. Tonight, clear spell with some lingering isolated showers. A band of heavy thundery rain will move in from the west in the early hours before turning dry with clear spells towards dawn. Top of temperature is going to be 16 degrees. The lower is going to be 12 degrees. UV level is going to be low. Pollution is going to be low. Sunset is going to be at 16:36. The sunrise for tomorrow morning is going to be at 06:52 hours. But for the weekend weather for London and the southeastern part of England, well, tomorrow will be dry with sunny spells, patchy cloud and isolated showers in the morning, cloudy with more frequent and heavy showers in the afternoon. A heavy rumble of thunder are possible as well. Sunday we'll see early rain clear to leave a dry day with sunny spells. A small chance of a shower in the afternoon, but there will continue to be some sun. and then clouding over tonight with a few spots of rain there as well. The temperatures will be ranging between today is the top 16, Saturday 15, Sunday drops a bit to 12. So in average, that is what it's going to be, and the lowest is going to be about 8 degrees come Sunday. So that is it for you. Okay, Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Just bear with me whilst I try to line up some music there as well. Yesterday I had a very sad news from Ghana. It is verified. The one who introduced me to broadcasting. That is no other one but Lawrence Kwashi Tete. I learned that he has joined the silent majority. But I'll be telling you more about that. He's a very, very close friend. I was his best man during their wedding. Yes, I remember it as if it was only yesterday. But ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK, our thoughts are with the family Joyce. I think the wife Joyce and the rest of the family at the Church of Pentecost in Alajo district. Yeah, I salute each and every one of you there. Okay, let's crack on. Now, let's move on to the travel updates as well. On the travel this morning, well, the second line is experiencing minor delays anti-clockwise only due to a track fault at Baker Street. On the Hammersmith City lines as well, there are severe delays due to a track fault at Bakerloo Street, as has been said as well. And the Metropolitan line is also having a reaction from the Bakerloo Street incident there. So no service between Baker Street and Aldgate all day on Thursday and Friday the 31st. Okay, my apologies there as well. And then the Piccadilly line is also experiencing past suspension and no service between Rayners Lane and Uxbridge all day to prevent damage to train wheels caused by expected significant leave for. Please use Metropolitan line. Okay, that aside, all the other underground lines are running a good service. DLR also for today, no service between Prince Regent and Beckton. Replacement buses operate between Prince Regent and Galleons Reach via Royal Albert, Beckton Park, Cyprus, and Beckton. So check it out. Also, on a tram link, as we did say, until Sunday the 2nd of November, no service between Therapia Lane and Wimbledon. Replacement bus services are operating. So check them out and get your appointments in order. All right, let's move on straight to the major roads in London. I can tell you shortly. Apart from the A2, that is experiencing serious delays due to between Tanners Hill and Amersham Road. Lane restriction is following a building fire. So because of that, there is serious delays. If you can avoid it, do your best to do so. That aside, all the others have no exceptional delays there. The Riverbanks is running a good service. The landing cable car, good service. And bringing us straight to the National Rail this morning. As we say, keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads as we keep it navigated. Our promise, our bond on the National Rail, Cross Country, Northern Rail, and Transparent Express are all offering special services. That aside, all the others have are running a good service there. There are no delays at the moment, but check before you leave, and we'll do our best to see before we run up the program if there are any updates. We promise to bring it to the fore. On that note, let me say it as I normally will. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your commute for today, but you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads. Let's take a commercial break. We come back and I take you global trotting. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Bringing the time now to exactly 13 minutes past the top of the hour, and it is the Friday edition of the morning show, and I remain yours sincerely, the one and only.
This is the morning show with Archie.
But thank you very much to each and everyone who are tuned in this morning to listen to us. Now let's go Global Trot. And I was waiting for some information pertaining to some of our families, our Caribbean, Jamaican families. I know I've got a bigger family. Yes, I've got some Jamaican families. Yeah. And we were waiting for one that we've not heard of, and his family. And thank God, information just came through that they are doing well. Though property, roof of their house have been blown apart, and eventually property just destroyed and stuff. But at least we are grateful to God that they are all alive, well and kicking. All right then. So that is something good there, Rosie. Once again, thank God for that. Now let's move on. Let's move on to the news that is making the rounds across the globe, that is known as Global Trotting. Well, Andrew has been stripped of Prince title and will move out of Royal Lodge. The dramatic move follows weeks of intense scrutiny over his links to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. I have lots of questions there. What about the other 7 men who were supposed to have been part of that orgy that took place? Where are they? What are their names? We'll talk about that. Where are the parents? Well, I mean, if your underage child decides to travel and you say, oh, it's working with that one, I mean, can't you find out? I mean, are we just looking at the monies and everything that we're getting? But we'll talk about that later. And why is it that the royal family also didn't spit him out when they found out that he was doing so? And yes, big hooks, whatever. We'll talk about it in a moment. But let's move on. Reeves rebuked by Prime Minister over regrettable rental confusion, but faces no further action. But will the Conservatives and the opposition party just take it like that? I bet they'll be coming with no man's business. Long A&E waits causing heartbreaking suffering the charity has said. And then in other stories, okay, Sultana says new party is aiming to run government. All right, good luck. Good luck there. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. I like McCann. Stalker tells Scott, I am exhausted. Now, interestingly, I've been asking the question there pertaining to that. Why not a test? If the person is calling for a test, they do a test. I mean, do a DNA. It's not you. So we know that it's not you. Just get off. But, well, want to talk about that, we'll talk about that the more. The mom says, well, if it's his daughter, she would have known. But no, it was a little girl that you knew at the time. This is a grown-up now. And what do you think about that? Well, maybe they know something that we don't know, right? Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to some of the other stories making the rounds this morning. Hurricane Melissa Delta rises as aid struggles to reach parts of Jamaica. The family that I was talking about, they're trying to now do their best to see even if they can reach them. There is quite a very horrifying situation there, but we'll tell you more about that. Trump caps refugee admission at record low, with most to be white South Africans. The president sets the limit of 7,500 for the coming year, a dramatic cut from 125,000. Well, and then Trump's Asia tour sees deals knee-bending and a revealing final meeting. A fight charge in overdose death of Robert De Niro's grandson. Woo! All right then. And then... moving on. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. In other stories making the rounds there as well, Israel confirms identities of hostages' bodies returned by Hamas. Okay. We'll be telling you more about that as well. The body just kept coming. Photographer at deadly rail police raid. A witness says residents brought down body after body, some mutilated after the massive police raid, which has left at least 120 people dead. Well, is there going to be an investigation pertaining to that? What did they do? Well, justice. How a teenager gave a street concert and was caught up in Russia's repressive past. Now, Diana Loginova sang songs critical of the Kremlin. The 18-year-old and her bandmate are now in court. And Russia new nuclear weapon, real threat or Putin blaster. Let's see what is happening on that front. Latvian MP vote to pull out of treaty on protecting women from violence. Why? We're going to be telling you more about all that. An Australian influencer's family have moved to the UK to avoid social media ban. Beck and Beck Lee say the move will allow their teenage daughter to keep making content. What content are they making? And how is it impacting the lives of other people? Well, okay. Freedom of speech here. That's why you're moving in here. NVIDIA strikes bumper AI deals with Asia tech giant, fresh from $5 trillion valuation, valuation. Global chips giant NVIDIA has signed deals with LG, Hyundai, and Samsung. I'll be telling you more about all that as the program goes on. And India-US signed 10-year defense pact amid tariff turmoil. Well. Let's see. Is Trump getting his way? Starr Radio UK. On the African front, apartheid police assaulted, killed Nobel laureate Lutuli. South Africa court rules. Now, the court sets aside the 1967 inquest that found that the anti-apartheid hero was hit by a goose train. Apparently, he was murdered. Let me put it that way. And then protests spreads across Tanzania after election marred by unrest. Some of the stories making the round. We saw people murdered in front of us. Sudan siege survivor speaks there as well. But still on the African front, Unrest erupts in Tanzania as main opposition candidate bad. And Tanzania deploys army as election protests spread. Let's see what kind of election are we going to be having. And are they going to take a cue from what the Madagascans did, where they went on. They were saying you can't. They went on and they had Rogelina out. Because the military thought we need to be on the side of these people. But what do you think about all that? Coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Now, House probes tax deduction, multiple bank charges on Nigeria. And there was one, the APC chieftain forced President Tinubu's approval of 15% fuel import tax. We have enough fuel in the country. Why do we want to use our scarce resources to import more fuel? So they're taxing them that. Let's see. That puts the wind in the sail of the Dangote refinery, right? Yeah. We'll be telling you more about all that as the program goes on. Don't touch the dial. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, in Ghana as well. Meet the Supreme Court justices who threw out a Dubois-Haynes request to remove Judge. Well, he wanted a judge to recuse himself, but we're going to be telling you more about those judges. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, in other stories making the rounds in Ghana as well, Nabisco Beza busted for allegedly stealing large quantities of students' food. Oh boy. And Finance Minister releasing real money to contractors, not audio money. Kwachi Ofosu is saying, AG following due processes in prosecution, rights of all accused persons won't be violated. And I want to prove Ghana and all Africa can stand on their own, Mahama tells Times Magazine in an interview. And tension at Nswem. Youth clash with police over alleged child abductor. Station shut down. More going to be coming your way from there. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And GRA failed to deduct over 13 million Ghana cedis in taxes on SML payments. That's what the OSP is saying there as well. The Office of the Special Prosecutor is saying there as well. Oferiata is not afraid to face any criminal prosecution. Lawyer Frank Davis replies Kisi Ajabe. Those are some of the stories. And Speaker Bagman appointed to Global Task Force to mediate Russia-Ukraine war. Oh boy. As if they will listen to you. Putin, you can't put the man down. Now, what do you think about our own mother tongues? Use of mother tongue saga. We have not dropped English as our official language. Who are those? We're going to be telling you more about all that. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's take a musical break, and we will continue with the show. This is from Minister Elome Siama, the precious wife of Reverend Michael Siama, and she says, Ebenezer, today is the 31st day of October. God has been good. He's been good. He's been good. He's kept us, sustained us, and we are still alive. That's why I have to bring this song in. I know that there's a tendency that they will try to block some of my broadcasts there, but enjoy it.
Shout of praise, I lift my voice to say Ebenezer, Ebenezer.
This is Starr Radio UK.
In the miracle,
Broadcasting worldwide online 24/7.
the wonders your hand has made. With a shout of praise, I lift my voice to say say Ebenezer, 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 that's far God's brought us. Ebenezer, this much God's helped us. Ebenezer, see what the Lord has done. Ebenezer, Ebenezer, Ebenezer.
This is Radio UK. In your car,
At work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
all around the world.
The best radio show.
God, I look around and all my eyes can see all the works you've made. Oh, so beautiful with a shout of praise. I lift my voice to say Ebenezer, Ebenezer. God, I look around. Oh, my eyes can see all the works your hand has made. Oh, so beautiful with a shout of praise. I lift my voice to say Ebenezer. Ooh, Ebenezer, Ebenezer, that's far God's brought us. Ebenezer, this is my God. Our God has helped us. The Lord our joy is here. Ebenezer, 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 that's far God's brought us. You see, can you see? Ebenezer, this much God's helped. The Lord has done it again.
The best radio show.
This is Starr Radio UK. In your car,
At work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
You are listening to Starr Radio Morning Show.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Arta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program Starr Radio UK, the Friday edition of the morning show, tilting towards 11:30. So we've got another 30 minutes to bring you everything that you need to know on the platform. But wherever you are, don't tap the dial, Starr Radio UK. Now, moving on straight to what's up in the story that we brought your way this morning. That tune was, by the way, from Minister Elomesiama Ebenezer. That's how far God has brought us. Today being the last day of October, I pray that everything goes on well for you and your family. Now, Andrew have been stripped of Prince title and will move out of Royal Lodge. Now, Prince Andrew is to lose his Prince title and leave his Windsor mansion, Royal Lodge, following weeks of intense scrutiny over his links to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. In a statement on Thursday night, Buckingham Palace said the king's brother will now be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Now, Andrew gave up his other royal titles earlier this month, including the Duke of York, after facing more questions about his private life. In a post-Hammond's memoir published earlier this month, now Virginia Jeffrey repeated allegations that as a teenager she had sex with Andrew, Prince Andrew, then on 3 separate occasions. Andrew has always denied the claims. Now, reacting to the latest development, Miss Jeffrey's family said she brought down a British prince with her truth and extraordinary courage. Jeffrey took her own life earlier this year. In a statement, the palace said the king had today initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles, and harness of Prince Andrew. Now, as well as the title, the palace and said formal notices has now been served to surrender the lease on Royal Lodge. He will be moved into a private accommodation in Sandringham Estate, which is understood to be a privately funded by King Charles. Wow, that's a massive building where on the estate of Windsor where he was living. But well. But the issue and the question now is, where are the other 7 men who were alleged, Virginia Jeffrey alleged that they also took part in an orgy with her, I think the 3rd time. Where are they? What are their names? Why are they picking on only Andrew? Is it because it's a soft touch, or the royals will not want, because we know that, well, we don't want a body made for ourselves, and therefore whatever we say, we might have problem with that. Is that why they're picking on him only? Where are they? Now, the other question that I've been asking is, if your underage child tells you that, oh, we are traveling to this place, the person that you're going, it's not that he's going with their peers or something, but why wasn't she going to school at even that time? Or was it out of term time? Was it holiday time that they were traveling? And so, oh, I'm traveling with this person. And what diligence did the parents also do? So, we want to blame institution, we want to blame government for our inability to maybe see to reprimand our children or do our duties. That is a different ballgame. If that was what was happening, the parents did not actually see to it that if my girl child or my underage child is not home at this time, where is that person? And he says, I'm traveling to that place. Who did the person, my daughter or my child, go out with? Do we do that diligent? Or, she doesn't want to know, and then out, maybe over a weekend or a week or wherever, and because it's bringing money home and bringing all that stuff, so you think it's okay, until something like this happens. And now we hear all that, and the family saying that they are happy that she, through her truth, she managed to bring the whole royal down. I don't think that is an achievement. Well, I'm not saying that you don't have to tell your truth, but the issue is, what were the family? What were you doing? How come that the brother? How come that the family? How come that they were not able to say, hey, what have you been up to? Or even one of the days go in there to see. And was there any rapport between herself and the family, her parents as well? Was she able to open up and tell them exactly what she was going through? Or did she say that, and was she being threatened? If it was anything of the sort, because these people are more powerful people, as some are alluding it to. Let's hear from you. Ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. But he's been stripped of everything. That's very, let me put it this way, bare, common man, but he's going to be living on the King's estate. Well, it is all coming away from Starr Radio. What do you think? It's quite an interesting one, right? I'm not taking any sides. I mean, you have a child as younger than that, or as young as that. Would you be happy if somebody was sleeping with them? Would you? But why do you do it to others? Now, interestingly, if we want to touch on this thing, we go back to Africa, where when we're in the boarding house or in secondary schools, and we have these sugar daddies coming in with their pelt bellies, and they think that maybe they come to visit their child. No, they were doing sorts. Now, I think the other time I was having a chat with somebody, and they said now they call them godfathers or something. I'm like, oh boy. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. 11:35, and we are going on. The Prime Minister has said Chancellor Rachel Reeves will face no further action over the failure to obtain the correct license when renting out her family home. However, Sir Keir Starmer said it was regrettable Reeves did not share all the relevant emails when she first told him about the issues on Wednesday evening. The Chancellor initially said she was not aware of license was needed, but later found correspondence between her husband and the letting agent showing that she was told one was required, but the agency would apply on their behalf. The letting agents had said an oversight meant it had never ultimately applied for the license. Reeves has apologized for the inadvertent mistake, but said she accepted full responsibility. Conservative Party Chairman Kevin Holdenreich called for a full investigation, saying the Chancellor's story keeps on changing. On Wednesday night, the independent advisor on ministerial standards said he was simply willing to take Richard Reeves' word and the case was closed. The next day, some more evidence came to light, which meant Richard Reeves' story on Wednesday was a false narrative of the event. But what will the what do we call him? The ministerial standard advisor say now, with more evidence coming through? Was it why she was crying the other time? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Starr Radio UK. Well, power is transient, and that's why I say when you have power, you got to be very, very careful. All right. Now, let's move on to one other story that's been making the rounds for ages. How many years now? The alleged stalker of Madeleine McCann's parent broke down in tears and told the court she did not do anything wrong while under cross-examination. Julia Wandelt, 24, is on trial at Leicester Crown Court alongside Karen Sprague, 61, accused of stalking Kate and Jerry McCann, causing serious alarm and distress. The jury has heard she has repeatedly claimed she is the missing child. And on Thursday, while the witness in the witness box, she was visibly and audibly emotional as she said, "Actually, I don't care anymore. I'm just exhausted with it." Now, Ms. Wandelt, a Polish national, has also denied altering images sent to Madeleine's sister, Emily, to try to make her look more like the missing child. The pair are accused of peddling the myths. Ms. Wandelt is Madeleine while stalking Mr. and Mrs. McCann by sending emails, making phone calls, leaving voicemails, and turning up at their address. The prosecutor Michael Duke Casey had asked Ms. Wandelt of Jana Kochowski's girl in Lublin, Poland, about the fact that she had no replies from the immediate McCann family to any messages or calls she made to them. Mr. Duck Casey said, "Did you then appreciate they did not want to contact?" Now, Ms. Wandelt said, "No," before beginning to cry and adding, "I just couldn't believe the parents of a missing child would not want to follow the lead. Why am I standing here? I did not do anything wrong." Madeleine McCann's disappearance on the 3rd of May 2007 at the age of 3 in Portugal is one of the most widely reported missing child cases and remains unsolved. Now, later on Thursday, there was another outburst from Ms. Wandelt in the witness box as she turned away from the prosecutor and began to cry. It came after Ms. Doug Casey asked, "There is absolutely no scientific evidence to connect you with the McCann's family, is there?" In a raised voice, Ms. Wandelt said, "I don't care anymore. If people say I'm not, I'm okay with it. I'm absolutely exhausted with it. I just want to know who I am." Now, Mr. Doc Casey then said, "The evidence had exposed what you are doing." In response, the defendant said, I do believe I am here. I remember them, but I'm just exhausted. I am willing to say I agree with this because I am exhausted." Mr. Doc Casey later referred to one-sided communication from Ms. Wandelt towards Kate McCann on the 13th of April 2024, during which there were text calls and voicemails over a 75-minute period. The one message to Mrs. McCann read, "I beg you to stop blocking my number. You are my real mother." The prosecutor asked, on the 13th of April, "Did you accept your approaches to the McCann were unwanted?" Ms. Wandelt said no. Mr. Doug Casey also asked Ms. Wandelt about Mrs. Sprague of Cardiff on the evening they visited the McCann's home in Rodley, Leicestershire on the 7th of December 2024. He said, was Sprague becoming a little bit aggressive? Ms. Wandelt said, "Well, I would say her emotions became too big. Verbally, yes. She seemed to be aggressive. It was because of emotions and she wanted to help me." Asked if she was concerned about the way Miss Sprague was behaving, Miss Wandelt said, I didn't think that was the right thing to do. Mr. Doug Casey asks why Miss Wonders continued to knock on the McCann's door when they went inside their home on the same date. Now, Miss Wonders said she wanted Mrs. McCann to have her DNA report. The prosecutor said the one thing that is blindly obvious is that your profile and Madeleine's McCann did not match. In response, Miss Wonder questioned if the profile was Madeleine's, as it was from 3 people. Mr. Doug Casey asked, do you accept that by simply looking at the profile, it has nothing to do with you? Miss Wonder replied, assuming this does belong to Madeleine, yes. Mr. Doug Casey has asked about images the defendant sent to Amelie McCann, claiming she had a resemblance to Madeleine in photos of herself. Now, part of the prosecution case is that Miss Wonders altered images to try and make her look more like Madeleine. The court heard the defendant send a message to Mrs. McCann, which read, I only made photos sharpen because the quality was so bad. Ms. Wonders said she used an app and said it was nothing to do with altering the picture. The prosecutor turned it to an image of Ms. Wonders and another of Ms. McCann and her mother and her mother's Mrs. McCann. Now, Mr. Doug Casey said, do you accept that when you look at the evidence in the case, photos, and that ended up on your telephone, you have been altered from the originals? Ms. Wonders said, a lot of people sent me information. Yes, it was on my phone, but I had nothing to do with the altering these pictures. She added, I didn't even know that my own photos was altered. The prosecutor moved on to images from a post the defendant published on Instagram. Mr. Doug Casey asked, do we agree that 2 images which had been altered of you and Amelie and then set side by side for comparison purposes were published by you to support supporters on Instagram? At that time, I had believed that this was an honest comparison made by some of my supporters, Ms. Wonders said. Now, she denied she altered the images to support the suggestion she looked like Madeleine. The jury has now been dismissed until Monday. Before these juries were told Ms. Sprague will not be called to the stand to give evidence. The trial continues. But the question is, what can solve this issue? DNA? Can't the judge say, okay, let there be a DNA and let's sleeping dogs lie? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK. We do a DNA, it's not you, so it can never be you. I mean, then we call it quits. So why the resistance of a DNA to prove it? I mean, it's not like we live in the 1600 period where, I mean, it's difficult to get DNAs and stuff like that. We live in modern times. Why can't that be done? Why are they being cagey about that? I don't support whatever the person is doing. Yes, stalking and that, I don't support that at all. But if there might be an element of truth in there, why don't we explore it to see what is happening? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on to other stories making the rounds this morning. The Trump administration will limit the number of refugees admitted to the U.S. to 7,500 over the next year and give priority to white South Africans. The move, announced in a notice published on Thursday, marks a dramatic cut from the previous limit of 125,000 set by former President Joe Biden and will bring the cap to a record low. No reasons was given for the cut, but the notice said it was justified by humanitarian concerns or is otherwise in the national interest. In January, Trump signed an executive order suspending the U.S. Refugee Admissions Program, or USRAP, which has said would allow U.S. authorities to prioritize national security and public safety. The previous lowest refugee admissions cap was set by the first Trump administration in 2010 when it allocated 15,000 spots for fiscal year 2021. The notice posted to the website of the Federal Registrar said 7,500 admissions will primarily They are located to Afrikaner, South Africans, and other victims of illegal or unjust discrimination in their respective homelands. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, and well, let me rest my case there. Let's move on. Let's move on to some of the other stories making the rounds this morning as well. It is 16 minutes by the top of the 14 minutes to the top of the hour, and the line is activated. You want to join in, feel free to do so. Just call us or via Teams on Starr Radio UK.
Call the studio now. Call the studio now.
All right then. So call us via Teams, Starr Radio UK, and you get us up there. All right. Let's move on. At least 19 people have died in Jamaica as a result of Hurricane Melissa. Information Minister Dana Morris Dixon had said as search and rescue efforts continue and authorities try to get aid to hard-hit areas. The hurricane, one of the most powerful to strike the Caribbean, has also killed at least 30 people in Haiti. Officials have said in Jamaica there are entire communities that seem to be marooned and areas that seem to be flattened. Dixon said, adding there are devastating scenes in western regions. Everything remains out of most of the island, and as people try to salvage damaged homes and belongings from flood water and mud, many thousands are growing increasingly desperate for aid. There are parts of the country that have been without water for several days, and food is growing increasingly scarce. Aid supplies are starting to arrive more rapidly, with the main airport in the capital, Kingston, likely back to normal. So let's see what happens there. It's a proper disaster being unveiled there. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. The AU chief has clarified private jet photo after condemnation. African Union Commission Chairman Mahmoud Ali Yusuf rushed to issue a clarification as a photo showing his spokesperson on a private jet elicited criticism of the continental body he leads. The image, which has since been deleted, was posted Tuesday on X by Yusuf's spokesperson Noor Mohammed Sheikh. It showed Sheikh seated on a jet featuring a bed, reading a magazine with refreshments on a table. He captioned the photo, Au revoir, beautiful Rwanda. Luanda. On his official X account, Yusuf explained that the jet was offered by the Angolan president, holder of the African Union chair, to transport him to a subsequent engagement after speaking at a meeting on financing African infrastructure in Luanda, Angola. Our union has no resources to rent a special flight to AU's. AUC. I thank his president His Excellency President Lorenco. The picture of my spokesperson was not appropriate, I admit, he wrote. Okay, well, he said he shouldn't have taken that picture, right? Okay, you should have just kept it in your archives. Interesting. One other story, and then we'll come to Nigeria quickly because we know our time is far running. We just got about another 11 minutes to run up. In South Africa, a major historical revelation, a court has ruled that anti-apartheid leader Albert Lutuli was murdered by members of the apartheid-era police, not killed in a train accident, as officials claimed nearly 6 decades ago. The judge rejected the findings of the original 1967 inquiry and named the seven men, including railway workers and members of the special police branch, as those responsible or complicit. Their whereabouts remain unknown. The ruling, delivered 58 years after his death, restores what Lutuli's family has always maintained, that the apartheid regime silenced one of its most powerful critics. Now, Lutuli, who led the African National Congress from 1952 until his death, had been banned under apartheid and won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1961 for his passionate advocacy of non-violence. The ANC hailed the court's decision as a correction of a long-standing distortion of history and a moral victory, not only for Lutuli's family, but for all the martyrs of the struggle against apartheid. Well, Well, ladies and gentlemen, Star Radio UK, some justice being served there, but we'll tell you more about that. Now, French President Emmanuel Macron welcomed head of states to the presidential palace in capital on Wednesday. Several African leaders are among those in the city to take part in the 2-day 8th annual Paris Peace Forum. These include Togo's President Faure Gnassingbé, Ghana's John Dramani Mahama, Joseph Boakai of Liberia, and Felix Tshisekedi of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Amid numerous conflicts and other challenges facing the world today, discussions at this year's forum take place under the theme New Coalition for Peace and People and the Planet. Well, we know that most of the former colonial countries, France have actually decided to turn their backs on France and decided to go their own way. Star Radio UK. On the African front as well, are still there from Nigeria. Chief Ayeri Imami, a chieftain of the All Progressive Congress in Delta State, has faulted the approval of a 15% ad valorem import duty on petrol and diesel imported into Nigeria. The Federal Inland Revenue Service, which secured the approval of President Bola Tinubu, said the move was designed to protect domestic refineries and promote stability in the downstream oil sector. The first chairman, Zach Adedeji, said the objective of the initiative is to operationalize crude transaction in local currency, strengthen refining capacity, and ensure a stable and affordable supply of petroleum products across the country. He said the new tariff will prevent duty-free fuel imports from undermining local refineries and help create a fair, competitive downstream market. Tinubu has directed the FIRCRS and the Nigerian Mainstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority to immediately begin enforcing the tariffs. Now, speaking with journalists in Abuja, Imami, who is also chairman and chief executive officer of A&E Group, said ordinary Nigerians will bear the brunt of the new tariff. How? So, the imported fuel, is it cheaper than the locally refined ones? Is that what they're trying to say? If not, then what? Is it a profit that they are making, or it's looking at the business side of it? So they are importing that and it's giving others jobs to do. So maybe that's where it's coming from. But whatever it is, this is Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's move on and on we go. 6 minutes for us to bring the program to a close this morning. A five-member panel of the Supreme Court on Wednesday, October 29, 2025, dismissed an application by former Director General of the National Intelligence Bureau, Kwabena Edubuahin, for the court to remove the judge presiding over his ongoing prosecution. Edubuahin, through his lawyer Samuel Ataichia, asked the court under the Supreme Court's supervisory jurisdiction to restrain the High Court judge from continuing with the case on grounds of alleged bias, prejudgment, and unfair treatment. By the Supreme Court panel in a 5-0 unanimous decision throughout the application, the court ruled that the application lacked merit, stating that it will give the full reasons for its judgment on November 5. And that will be the birthday of my late brother Alfred. Now, the law platform in a post shared on X on Wednesday gave details of the justices who sat on the case. Well, we have Justice Lovelace Johnson. There we have Justice Richard J. Frimpong, was appointed by to the Supreme Court by President Nana Addo Dankwa. We have Justice Senyor Zamefe, also appointed by John Dramani Mahama. We have Justice Dennis Dominic Ejay, also appointed by to the Supreme Court. Okay, and then finally we have Justice Kweku Tewia Akabuafo. He's also one of the new Supreme Court judges. He was a judge at the Court of Appeal appointed in 2022 after serving as a High Court judge for 5 years. So there's we don't see any truth in there and quash there and threw out that case. So the judge sitting on the case is going to sit on the case. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio. Okay, we're going to be bringing the program to a close in the next few moments. But wherever you are, don't even think of touching the dial. A brother of the Northern School of Business Senior High School, Nobisco, Fidelia Kudariwo, has turned herself into the police after large quantities of foodstuff meant for students were allegedly found in her house. According to sources, 9 bags of maize were found in the school's minibus ready to leave the stores when a team of volunteers apprehended the drivers, Al-Hassan Suleimana and Osman Asma, on Thursday, October 30. The volunteers said some students had hinted that a syndicate had been carrying food out of the stores at night, prompting them to keep monitoring the activities of the syndicate. They said that when it happened last night, they moved in and found the vehicle with the food. The volunteers said the driver who was accosted named the bearer at the school as the one who had allegedly asked him to cut the items to her house. Armed with this information, they moved to the school bearer's house where more food items were allegedly found. They added that the bearer had absconded before the team got to her house, but later turned herself into the place. Well, she was trying to keep food at home for her family, notwithstanding what is happening to the students. All right, then, one final story. People have been calling for declaring a state of emergency for the Galamsey menace that is going on. But Ashanti Regional Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Augustus Nana Kwesi Andrew, says the declaration of a state of emergency on the Galamsey menace will not solve the problem. According to him, what is needed are sensitization drives to teach people how to mine responsibly. Andrew said declaring a state of emergency won't solve Galamsey. Mr. Andrews' comments come amid calls from civil society groups for government to declare a targeted state of emergency, especially in illegal mining hotspots such as Western, Central, and Ashanti regions. However, President John Mahama, in his first engagement with the civil society group, said he has not yet acted because the national security apparatus has not advised a full emergency. So, what do you think about all that? Do you think there should be a full emergency there? Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to be bringing the program to a close for today. As I did say, we're not going to be having our money man on, but God willing, next week we should have him back in town. Yes, after a nice rest, though he was busy, and then we will be bringing you the money hour. But I know that we're preparing ourselves for the tax hikes from Rachel Reeves. By that time, she is still there. But before I go, let me bring you this tune from the Zongo man that says, "Be nice, be nice." Let me try to get at for you. And when that song ends, you don't hear from me. It's with me, Archie, say, have a top of the day. But be nice to everyone that you meet. Who knows? Maybe it might be your last day. It might be my last day. So I have to be nice, right? Or maybe our path will cross again. If I didn't treat you well, what next? All right, then. Enjoy the tune and see you all on Monday. Bye-bye for now. Stay blessed. I'm out like that.
Hey, Kokoti, Kokoti, Kokoti. Be nice to your brethren, be nice to your sister, be nice to everyone, and make the world a better place. Say hello to everyone, everyone. Say hello. Smile to everyone, everyone. Smile. Don't smile in my face and stab me hard in the back. You are the bully, oppressor, and a gangster. You're just a bombing, starving, shooting, killing, murdering innocent children, harassing them in the neighborhood, disturbing the peace in the neighborhood. Why can't you be nice, hey, and kind? Be nice to your husband, be nice to your wife, be nice to your colleagues, be nice to your mates, be nice to your friends, be nice to your neighbors, be nice to everyone, whether black or white. Cocotte, 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 cocotte. Unite against racism, unite against oppression, unite against gangstercracy, unite against misogyny, unite against homophobia, unite against xenophobia, unite, hey, unite, 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 unite against hate and make the world a better place. Hey! Cocotte, 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 cocotte. Children, be nice, oh children. Children, be nice to your mates. Children, be nice to your friends. Children, be nice to your parents. Say goodbye to knives. Say goodbye.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Say goodbye to gangs. Don't shame your family.
Thanks for listening.
Stress and grief